Hi. Hi guys, welcome. Basilisk, if you're there, hello, welcome, you made it to the real face of a VTuber. And I'm kind of big. Let me just shrink my head down a bit. I haven't turned tits on. Hold on. I forgot to do this 2 nights on the bounce. I'm so dumb. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just going to put my throw system on. Just be a minute. Okay? We've got to make sure this is... Oh, no, it is about the right size. Yeah, sound. Yeah, cool. Uppercut by a ghost love. And it came back down. I've never seen that before. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, real face of a VTuber. We're back. We're going to catch Kurumi. Alright? I mean, actually, this time, I think I know how we need to proceed, right? Let me load in. So, if we go here, she actually tells us. Timeline, graduation. Timeline, money murders. Timeline, the second victim. So we've done... we've finished a shattered truth. Triggers automatically after doing everything above. Accuse Sophie first. This is where we went wrong last time, right? You have to, in this bit, this has to have Sophie as the first accusation. And then, with us having 100% on Chapter 4, we return... Right. Now, if we go to summon someone, so if we summon Amanda, and then we come back out, right, we should get a cutscene. There we go. Still here, Justin? Yeah, still need to finish some stuff. Then I'll stay a little longer too. Sorry, Emily, but could you go home first? Guess the case is almost cracked. What's that supposed to mean? Every time you almost crack the case, you tell me to go home first. Haven't you noticed that? Do I? Just don't work too hard, alright? Oh, okay, thanks. Bye, Emily. I'm getting clearer and clearer about one thing. The real face has a partner. I'm not the only one working on this case. Everyone's working. Those 2 surprise streams? What happened before and after those streams? And what about Kuripa's fan, Aji? That lead they provided, what does it mean? Who is Operator A? What's the point of posting that stuff? Protect your daughter. That sudden personality change. The time the murder weapon was found. Accessing the computer in the middle of the night? The fake murder weapon? Some meaningless dying message? I'm almost there. I'm so close to figuring it all out. It's a stray cat. Cat? Oh yeah, there's that whole abandoned cat thing. Hold on. If I connect the cat with all those weird spots, it makes sense and it all links up. Seems like it's finally time to end this. The who is the real face function is unlocked in the accused page. And now we can get to the truth. Now, fair warning, guys. I may not be able to keep the VOD up for this. I will need to check in with Jim from LILIEN about that point. Because there is a message. Let me just pull up the monetization guidelines a moment, alright? Here we go. Here we are. Oh, streaming guidelines, I should say. So, the main story may be freely streamed and uploaded. Of the 2 bonus episodes, 1 is restricted from public streaming or video uploads. Oh no, so we can keep the main story up, but the second bonus episode, absolutely not. We can't even stream that one. So you know, obviously we're not going to. Accuse. Ah, yes. Now we can accuse Shadowy Kurumi. Who's the real face? Before the hearing, one more thing to clear. We already know that Prudence is the real face. Okay. Evidence proving she's the real face. Can I ask? Can I chat to you about like what we use? Yeah, give me an idea. Prudence is the real face. Her alibi for the stream is weak. Her whole personality change has been strange. And if that's the case, her roommate was probably an accomplice. We can accuse Prudence on her most recent alibi and Misty of helping on the cat. So it's the most recent alibi and the abandoned cat. Okay. I mean, to be honest, we could have just asked Hachima in the ideas tab. Yeah, I finally remembered how to do a visual novel. Impressive, huh? Alright. So we're going to accuse her on Alibi 3 and the abandoned cat. Here we go. Court's about to begin. Now what? I'm so nervous. Don't worry, we're well prepared. I guess you're right. Feeling nervous after you've done so much work is kind of rude of me. Anyway, we definitely have enough evidence this time. This killer has taken things far enough. We must catch them and bring them to justice. Hearing that makes me feel a little better. I'm trying my best too. We got this. When I was going to the bathroom, I bumped into Sophie. Oh, hi, Sophie. I shouldn't have seen her before the trial, so things were a bit awkward. That's how you want a woman to look at you. So it looks like we're going in against Sophie to begin with, huh? I was suddenly covered in a cold sweat. I'd never seen that look in her eyes before. I thought maybe I'd never really seen her true self before. And I also thought that maybe I've made the right decision. We've seen this before, but we're going to see how this all pans out. Ah! To the truth. Enter the truth timeline. Oh, hey, it's you again. You're very close to the end now. I'm here to remind you of a few things just so you don't get frustrated. In a moment, you'll see a familiar scene. This isn't a glitch in the Matrix. I want you to consider why you're being shown this scene again. Then, when the time is right, all's going to be revealed. Oh, thank you, schoolgirl who is definitely not Sophie. I'll see you at the end. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ah, right. This court will now convene with the matter of the death of LILIEN Entertainment CEO, Mr. C. Counsel, please be seated. Counsel for the prosecution and the defence, are you ready to proceed? Yes, Your Honour. Oops. The defence is ready. Very well. Both sides may state their position. Ow! Hey there, Hazel. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the yeet. This is a murder that only someone familiar with the victim could commit. The killer understood the officer's security system, deleted all related messages, and left behind very few tracks. But with the help of the police, we were able to uncover two very important pieces of evidence: the killer's motive and their connection with the murder weapon. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. The prosecution will present all relevant evidence to explain how this carefully planned murder was carried out. Can we really convict someone of a murder through simple deduction alone? The prosecution's explanation of how the murder was carried out flies directly in the face of Mr. Law's actions. If the prosecution's evidence can't surpass reasonable doubt, the defence can only continue to support Mr. Law's innocence. The defence will enumerate one by one each flaw in the prosecution's statement. So we're going against Sophie to begin with. Okay. Okay. You've heard both sides' statements. May the first witness take the stand. It is Zelda. Of course it's Zelda. Zelda, Horse detective with the 4th Criminal Investigation Division and everyone's favourite girl kisser. No, she actually, like, is a certified girl kisser. The fact in the first trial, like, she, no matter what happens, she always folds to the defence so that she can get a date with the defence lawyer. Hey, what's she like? What's she like? Alright, Hoss. I'd like to present evidence 47. Who is this? This is Owen Green. As per our investigation, he's a college student. What's his relationship to the defendant? We learned from his socials he's Miss Law's boyfriend. Speculation. Objection. There's a reason we didn't summon him to the stand, which will explain in due time. Did the court receive the application? Yep, I received the application. Please continue. We've already confirmed with Miss Law the identity of her boyfriend. Okay. Why are we investigating him? At one point, we expanded our search around Sophia Law's apartment building. On the night of the murder, at 8:47, 8:56, and 9:22, Mr. Green was caught on CCTV. Wait, Owen Green, he owes Green. I understand the joke now. Judging from what happened before and after, it's very possible that Mr. Green went to Mr. Law's apartment. Okay. Does any other evidence suggest they met each other that night? Does any evidence point to this person harassing her? Are there not many cameras? Yeah, we dusted for prints around Mr. Law's apartment and found some of Mr. Green's. His prints, along with Mr. Law's, were found on the emergency staircase railings. We hypothesized that the two of them spent a considerable amount of time on the staircase, maybe just hanging out and chatting. Okay. Have you tried contacting him? We can't find him. His contact information is all fake and he rarely posts about his whereabouts. After some snooping, we found that his family's in considerable debt. We confirmed that debt with Mr. Law, but she wouldn't tell us anything else about him. Okay. Let's review the defendant's movements that night. At 9:02, Mr. Law walked to her elevator, then mysteriously walked back to her apartment without ever getting on. Then we found her and her boyfriend's fingerprints all around the emergency staircase. Comparing that to when Mr. Green was caught on camera, it's very possible the two of them met up on the night of the murder. That'll be all, Your Honour. Okay, I understand the prosecution's statement. Defence may now cross-examine. Defence waives the right. Of course so he does. The prosecution has grabbed someone unrelated to this case with hopes of muddling up our already muddled perceptions. Thankfully, my next witness will help clear all this up. Alright, very well, please bring him to the stand. And of course it's Sophie. Name and occupation? Sophie Law, talent manager at LILIEN. Okay. The prosecution just mentioned a Mr. Owen Green. Do you know this man? Yes. Mind telling us who he is? My boyfriend. Did you see this person on April the 20th? Yes, we saw each other on the emergency staircase outside my apartment a little after 9. And does your boyfriend have anything to do with the murder of Mr. C? Oh, it's a leading question. Oh, I missed that. Whoops. Okay. She punched me! Why keep this a secret until now? Boyfriend's family's gotten into some trouble lately. He doesn't want anyone to know where he is, so I didn't say anything. I don't think he has anything to do with this case. What? Speculation? Damn! I got it wrong twice on the bounce. Hey, Amoeba, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? What did you talk about in the staircase? He told me his family owes money and they're being harassed by debt collectors. He said we probably wouldn't be able to see each other for a while. He wanted to see me one more time before he went into hiding. He said he'd be fine, that I shouldn't worry about him. What did you do once he left? I went back to my room and kept working. Did you go out anywhere else on the night of the 20th? No, I was really busy, so I stayed home working, didn't go anywhere else. Thank you. Alright, we failed miserably there. Okay. As we can see, this boyfriend the prosecution dug up has nothing to do with Mr. C's murder. That'll be all, Your Honour. Okay, very well. Would the prosecution like to cross-examine? Yep, of course. Alrighty, whenever you're ready. Okay. Why'd you keep him a secret? You said you kept his visit a secret because he was hiding from debt collectors? Yeah, and if this weren't a murder case, then I still would be keeping it a secret. When did he visit you exactly? Remember when I showed up on the elevator camera? It's because he was there, but I'm so used to taking the elevator, it took me a second to remember he was at the emergency exit. How did you hide your meeting with him? I just didn't tell anyone about it, pretending I was going to get coffee instead, that's it. Why was the emergency exit camera broken? I don't know, didn't know it was broken. Just a coincidence, I guess. Alright, fair enough. Seems fair. Tell me about the work. After Mr. Green left, you went back to your room to work. Yeah, I was very busy. And by work, you mean... I can't talk about work. She can't answer. How long did you keep working that night? Until around 2 AM. Okay. Don't think there's anything we got to challenge that point. Okay. What does Mr. Green do? He's a college student. How long have you been dating? Almost a year. What kind of person is he? He's like young and innocent. Serious, focused, has something to prove. Especially when we're being intimate. He's inexperienced, but he really wants to... This is irrelevant. Objection sustained. The witness can stop answering the question. Ugh. Bad prosecutor, I'm docking points. Ow! Why? Please ask questions related to the case. He's a cute, serious little guy. He's a little Swedish meatball boy. It's his birthday. Okay. What'd you talk about? Can you describe in more detail what you talked about? His dad's factory went under a lot of money, so they're running away from debt collectors. How did that make you feel? Felt bad for him. It's not like he personally had the money, it was his dad's fault. Didn't seem to get it down. He was facing it head on. Still, it was hard for me to watch. What's your relationship with Mr. Green like? Pretty close. I like him. So if you could help him, you would? What do you want me to say? Listen, I'll be direct. Mr. C's death and Owen's death have nothing to do with each other, and there's nothing I could do to help his family even if I wanted to. Ah, I think I remember. We present the life insurance policy, don't we? Yeah, that's right. Presenting evidence 014. Let us look back for a moment. The defendant and victim were a couple at one point, weren't they? The victim also listed the defendant as a beneficiary on his life insurance policy. Now, if the defendant were to receive a payout in the case of Mr. C's death, she could theoretically help her boyfriend's family pay their debt. Is there any other meaning? He's my boyfriend. You asked whether or not I wanted to help him. Well, of course I do. Am I supposed to say I don't want to help him? I just wanted to confirm it with you. But that doesn't mean I planned on paying off his family's debt, okay? Calm down. Please control your emotions, Mr. Law. Why do I have to do anything? He's the one harassing me. Dong dong. Please give a closing statement, Mr. Truth. Alright. The defendant was a benefactor on the victim's life insurance, which means she would receive a payout in the event of his death. Her boyfriend's family is also in debt. That'll be all, Your Honour. Very well, I understand. Then, who is the next witness? The next witness will explain the defendant's motive. Alright, bring him to the stand. We got Honor back on the stand, okay? Please state name and occupation. Honor Chen, digital modeler. Okay. Where were you on April the 18th? I went to the office for a bit around 6. Okay. What were you doing there? There was a file on my office computer I forgot to upload, so I went to do that. What kind of file? Does it matter? I think I went off topic. I'll ask differently. Anyone else there? Mr. C and Sophia Law, I heard them having a very intense conversation in the meeting room. Didn't see him, and I don't think they knew I was there. Okay. Is that because you blend into the background? They were already arguing by the time I got there. I didn't spend much time there either. I just uploaded the thing and left. Nothing to do with me blending in or whatever. I shouldn't have asked that. I'll ask differently. Tell us what you heard. I just heard them talking about our first quarter budget. Sophie was blaming Mr. C for spending too much money on my daughter, specifically that a new outfit cost too much, with way too many unnecessary expressions. But Mr. C just said it was worth it to expand the possibilities of her streams or something. Sophie just said she'd never use those new expressions and it was a waste to spend that much money on them. I think Mr. C wanted to keep talking, but Sophie just shut the conversation down, saying he better not spend that much next time. Was there anything particularly noteworthy you remember? There was just something off about the whole thing. I guess you'd say they were arguing, but Sophie was really calm about the whole thing. Then when I was just about to leave, she said something that stuck in my mind. It's fine, this was the last time anyway. I heard her say that. Oh. Oh. Ooh. The defendant and victim had differing views on how to spend the company budget. Just before she left, the defendant said this was the last time anyway. How would she have known it really would be the last time? These are things we need to find out. What a joke. So I work out on something that makes me a murderer? Can't you object or something? I think you need to calm down. Why should I calm down? Can't you see that prosecutor's whole statement is completely illogical? Why should I sit here and let myself be called a murderer for such a stupid reason? You know, for a defense attorney, you're pretty crap at defending. Maybe I should just find someone else if you're just going to stay silent. I'm staying silent because the prosecution's statement is full of holes. Now, since you obviously know nothing about being a defense attorney, would you kindly shut your mouth? Order in the court. Judges cross. Please maintain a modicum of professionalism, Miss Dunn, and refrain from engaging in shouting matches with the defendant. Very sorry, Your Honour. Mr. Law, arguing with your attorney will hurt your chances for a favourable outcome. Please keep calm, abide by our rules, and try to work together, Miss Dunn. As if there's any point. If you have an issue with the prosecution's statement, please voice that opinion properly when it's your turn to do so. Okay. Now, will the defence cross-examine the witness? The defence waives the right. Oh yeah, is that how it is? Trust your client. What a joke. I can't rely on anybody but myself. I get it now. I totally get it. Please calm down, Mr. Law. Sorry. I'll calm down and play nice. Then may the defence bring their next witness to the stand. Okay. Oh, she's back. Name and occupation. Yeah, we know what you do. Did you go to the office on April the 18th? Yeah, I went there to teach our boss a lesson. You mean you disagreed with your boss on the way the company's being run? Leading question! Point! Get a point to that nerd. Yeah! What were you arguing with Mr. C about? Him spending too much money. Curry's new outfit went way over budget. Too much on cover songs too. The money was spent in Curry for the first course went 3 times over budget. Of course I'm mad about that. Curry's strength is her curiosity when playing a new game, a sense of immersion, and how charismatic she is. Curry didn't need any of these upgrades. Mr. C only added them because he wanted to. Do you not understand that? Because I personally don't understand how any of that gives me a motive to commit murder. The prosecution's witness just said, you seem calm when talking to Mr. C. I have a predisposition to heart attacks. I'm taking a screenshot of that because that's such a mood. When I get too mad, I have to remind myself to calm down or I could really hurt myself. Like right now, for example. Did you say to Mr. C while leaving, it's fine, this was the last time anyway? Maybe, I don't remember. I always tell him it'll be the last time we argue. I would also tell him that next time too if he was still alive. I didn't think that'd be something that would get me in trouble. Is that a good enough answer for you, just in truth? Sure seems that way. Give me a second, guys. I need to send something on to someone. Do. Just a moment. Copy to clipboard. Okay. As we just heard from Mr. Law, the argument about LILIEN's budget was not personal, it was solely from the perspective of the company's bottom line. As such, the defense seen it's no relation to the case. That'll be all, Your Honour. Okay, I understand. Are you feeling well enough to be cross-examined, Mr. Law? Yes, thank you, Your Honour. Okay, just don't push yourself too hard. Well then, whenever the prosecution's ready. Alright, got it. Our first quarter Curry expenses went 3 times over budget. Of course I'm mad. I was calm because I have a bad heart, so I can't get too worked up. I might have said this was the last time, because I always said that to Mr. C. Now, I'm going to save here. Press on a right to comment on the budget. Let me confirm one thing. Is the budget your responsibility as a talent manager? That's complicated. It's Mr. C's decision, but the way he spends money will influence Curry's mood. If he doesn't spend enough on Curry, she'll feel neglected, but spend too much, and she gets a big ego. Our marketing and public relations budget also needs to be big enough to get Curry's name out there and keep her relevant. So I think it is my responsibility to ensure we spend money where it matters and not on frivolous things. Let me just clarify. Your responsibility is making sure money is spent where it matters so Kurita stays in good spirits, and that's why you spoke to Mr. C. But strictly speaking, budget planning is not in your job description. That's right, it's Mr. C's. Alright, got it. And now we present... second quarter budget plans. Why do I look like a kid? I'm just using my other model. This is my chibi. Yeah, I'm just a big head chibi. Look at me schmoove. Yeah. I've got a couple of models that I use for streaming. I just like to switch it up every now and then. Presenting evidence 023. This is Lillian's revised second quarter budget. Seems like you're the one who drafted it. Isn't this your name here at the top, Sophia Law? Why do you have this? Let me just point one thing out. In this revised version, Curry's budget has been drastically reduced while Lillian's marketing and public relations budget has increased dramatically. So, yeah, after Mr. C was murdered, it seems you really did take it upon yourself to increase the budget for the 2 departments you're responsible for. It's exactly because Mr. C was killed that we need a higher PR budget. We're going to have lots of press to deal with. Didn't know this was the Spirit of Justice stream? Kind of. We're currently, we're actually on our way to the truth this stream, dear Basilisk. So you've chosen a right one to come in on. This is the one where we unveil the big mystery. Yeah. But planning the budget isn't part of your job, is it? No, it's Mr. C's, and he's dead. These are extenuating circumstances. That's so freaking hard to understand. And where the heck did you get that? That should be a company secret. Ugh. Oh, she's fainting. Oh dear. Stop the hearing at once. You're going to give Miss Laura a heart attack. Medic, help this woman immediately. Oh no, I had a heart attack. Now I'm on death's door. 200. No, heart attack is like death's door, and you go to 100 stress immediately, isn't it? And then if you get to 200 stress when you're at death's door, no, I'm getting it all wrong. When you're on death's door, if you get to 200 stress, you have a heart attack, and then you die. Yeah. She's a Potsy? I don't know what that means. Huh? What does that mean? Medic, help this woman immediately. Well, due to unforeseen circumstances, the court will take a temporary recess. We'll reconvene once the defendant's feeling better. Hold on a second. Your Honour, we're hoping you could at least let the final witness take the stand before pausing proceedings. This is a special witness, and we're afraid next time they might not be available. You should have received the application. You're right, I do recall something like that. Does the defence object? We'll wait and see. Which means you'll allow it then. Alright, bring him to the stand. She fainted. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Oh, I see, right. She has a predisposition to heart attacks if she gets too stressed. Or at least that's what the game's explained to me so far. It is Faye, I think. Your witness, prosecutor. Please wait a moment. We've had some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties? What do you mean, Mr. Truth? Crap, how can I get out of this? Hold it! Ah! Faye, how'd she get here? Can I help you with something, Miss Ward? I have orders to come here and make an announcement. An announcement? Yeah, let me see here. If we sell 100,000 copies... Huh? We're in the middle of a hearing. All unrelated persons must leave the premises. Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. I won't take long. Court's not the place to read announcements. You don't want to hear my announcement? Fine. How's this? How's this announcement? What? Are you giving him the middle finger? No. Peace, love, and harmony in this courtroom. No middle fingers. How are you even doing that? I can't move my fingers. Yeah, I can't do it either. I love these fourth wall breaks. The fact that they're like static PNGs with like movable eyes and mouths, but like she can't move her fingers. Look at her face. There can only be one. Is this one of our suspects? Ash again. Detective, take this idiot away before she solos our courtroom any further. Peace out, homies. Where are you, Hoss? Yeah, all persons unrelated to this hearing must leave. Now, is your witness ready, prosecutor? Yeah, we're ready to call the next witness to the stand. Sorry about the distraction just now, Your Honor. Oh, it's Karipa. Please state your name and occupation. Goody. I'm the Karipa. I'm a VTuber. Nice to meet all of you. Oh, what an energetic girl. But why is the witness on a screen? This is a special case, Your Honor, as a VTuber can't reveal their true identity. There's actually a precedence for remote court attendance in Japan. During a civil case on May 17th, 2028, a witness appeared in court via drone because of psychological issues. You were saying about we're in the spirit of justice, Basilisk. This isn't the first joke they've made about that. They had another joke about an orca appearing via remote attendance. Clearly referencing all the Shipley. We hope the court can understand and make an exception. Seems like anything can happen in a Japanese court, huh? Yeah, Japanese courts are crazy. Oh my god, I'm dying. Hold on, I need a drink. Can the 7th game please come out now? Fantastic. Does the defense object? The defense is fine with it. Okay, let's get started. Now then. Ow! Is this a notepad Faye was just reading from? But she's gone. Where'd it come from? You're welcome. Could she see right through me? Excuse me. Still not 100% well. And laughter sets the cough off. Just give me a second, alright? Okay. She's really a tricky one. Oh. Prosecutor, what are you waiting for? Ooh. Sorry, I'm ready. Let's do it. What is your relationship with Mr. C? Well, at work he's my boss. Apart from that, Curry's actually never revealed her other relationship with Mr. C. Actually, Curry and Mr. C are an item. What's this place? This is our cozy room. It's basically a room for prosecutors to relax. Why did you bring me here? No reason to stress when you're in here. I just asked Miss Close to go make us some coffee, so take a seat. Why'd you bring me here? Sorry, you're probably not in the mood to relax, sir. But just take a seat. Anyway, coffee's on the way. Hang on, I'm just going to grab a lozenge. So, Miss Weeks, before this trial gets started, there's a few things I want to confirm with you in private. Just to get everything out on the table. You're Karipa's real face, right? No. Listen, before this whole case started, I had no idea what a VTuber was. I had no idea why people were prancing around online with anime faces on, or why anyone would want to watch them. Ow! As the case went on, I started to understand it all. Now I understand that a VTuber staying in character and never revealing their true identity lets their fans stay invested in that fantasy. You stay in character, they can stay in character, so to speak. And I think there's a good argument to be made for that. But I need you to know this. I'm here to solve a case and catch a killer. The truth is everything here. And for that I need your cooperation, so can you cooperate with me? It doesn't matter what you say. I'm really not Karipa's real face. I see you're sticking to your guns on this. I actually asked you here today because I got a hold of some new evidence. I'm hoping you can help me clear up some things and help me understand what happened. Is that okay? Like what? On April the 21st, the day after the murder, your eyes were red and puffy. Can you explain why that was? Because Molly went missing. I was sleeping at home the night before, and when I woke up I didn't see Molly anywhere. I was looking for her everywhere, and then I saw the kitchen window was open, so she must have run out. I wanted to go out to look, and then I bumped into Misty coming back home. She said she'd deal with it and I shouldn't worry, but I cried for a really long time. I see. Hey, welcome in there, Macom. Is that Belochka? I think? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's go over some details, shall we? Okay. The day before I was sleeping, when I woke up, I couldn't find Molly. She must have run out the open kitchen window. I went out to look, but then I bumped into Misty, who said she'd deal with it, and I just cried for a long time. Okay. So when you woke up, the cat wasn't there? Right, she wasn't there. It was missing before Misty came back home. Yeah. And you think it ran out the window? Yeah, because that's the only thing that was open. But your apartment's on the 4th floor. Molly's smart. She probably found a path down the balcony railings. Alright, thank you. Molly was gone when I woke up. I saw an open window in the living room, so I thought she must have run out through there. Let's have a look at the evidence we've got, shall we? We've actually got some evidence for this. So I'm going to try and present the abandoned cat here. Yeah, that's correct. Can you confirm something for me? This is information provided by the police. At 1:23 on April the 21st, Misty Ryu was caught on camera entering a nearby park with a cat. At 1:37 AM, she left that park, this time with no cat. From this, we can only assume that Miss Ryu left that cat in the park around 1:30 AM. But if that's true, wouldn't that mean the cat couldn't have been missing at 10:30, like you said? And if you were indeed lying about that, Miss Weeks, then did you say something to Miss Ryu that caused her to dump her own cat in the park at 1:30? I think Molly was sick. She kept throwing up and scratching herself. I told Misty to bring her to the vet. I didn't think you would just abandon her. Well, you changed your story pretty quick. In fact, Miss Weeks, we found another piece of evidence. According to the Times, it's highly probable Misty Ryu went to one other location, which is the animal hair. At 2:30, someone tried to use Mr. C's mouse to access security footage on his computer. But the killer already knew that footage had been deleted, which means after Mr. C's murder, someone else went to the scene of the crime. The police also found a small amount of cat hair on Mr. C's computer, supporting this theory. Finally, at 4:03 AM, Misty Ryu was caught one more time on camera near your apartment. If we stitch all of Miss Ryu's steps together, it starts to paint a picture. First, she returned home at 10:35, which is when she bumped into you. At 11:30, she put up some missing cat posts online. From 11:30 to 12:30, she paced around outside, ostensibly searching for Molly, who wasn't actually missing yet, of course. Then at around 1:30 in the morning, she released Molly in a nearby park. At 2:30, she went to the LILIEN offices to try to access security footage on Mr. C's computer. At 4:03 am, she went back to her apartment, and at 4:27, replied to her missing cat posts. Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? Like, I cannot abide cruelty to cats at all. I mean, cruelty to any animal is super fucked up, but to cats especially makes me very angry. My cats are very close to me. I wrestle with the Gustav, the boy cat. You know, we wrestle sometimes, but it's playful, you know. And if he's had enough, he'll just give me a very gentle sort of like nymph on the hand. It's like, okay, playtime's over, you know. And now we're just cuddling. And then sometimes he'll start bassing at me. It's like, let's play. And it's like, yeah, let's play. But it's never more than that. Anyone just abandon a cat makes me very angry indeed. What now? Caused her to make all these seemingly nonsensical decisions. I'd like you to tell me, Miss Weeks. What exactly happened during your stream on April the 20th? I told you I'm not Creeper. How many times do I need to say it? Same old story, huh? We already know Amanda Childs and Anna Chen pretended to be Creeper in order to protect her. Sophia Laura also admitted faking it. With all of them excluded, there's one piece of evidence proving that you're the only remaining possibility. And that evidence is... Now, we need to be careful here. I think it's the... secret relationship? I think it's the secret relationship? No, that's not right. Which one was it? I don't remember which one it was. What, in the Discord? She's sweating. Yes, she is. Oh, which one was it? Is it the remote access records? No, that's not right. I don't remember which one it was. The dagger? The animal hair? I don't remember which one it was. Shit. The private date? Which one was it? The dying message? No, that's Amanda Childs. I don't remember which one it was. Private date? I don't remember. I'm just going to go through everything. Oh, I missed that. Hold on. On the night of the murder, Misty Ryu was having dinner with her boyfriend and Faye Ward was in Chicago with a friend. You, by your own account, were at home sleeping. Are the last remaining person that could have been streaming. There we go. There we go. That is why we say scum, yes. I've also looked into the 2 surprise streams since the murder. Remember when I brought you all to the interrogation room and asked about those comments? I want to ask about viewer XYZ00I. Notice how he changed the name for it all. You're finally... What you don't know is that I said a different account name when talking to each of you. Oh, she's crying. And then Creeper, during her second stream, said the account name that I said to you specifically. You fell right into my trap. So can you tell me the truth? But even if I were Creeper, I still don't have any reason to kill Mr. C. He didn't mean anything to me. Actually, our investigation tells us that you had quite a special relationship with Mr. C. And that is... Oh, baby, you were lovers. He was giving you the chicken nuggets. This was never public knowledge. You were dating Mr. C and knew what no one knew, isn't that right? I kept thinking about what the person who leaked this information was trying to tell us. Usually romantic partners are the primary suspects, and you've also had disagreements with them in the past. But whoever leaked this conversation seems to be on your side and not stacking evidence against you. So I thought, if you're not the killer, then are you a victim, a girl whose boyfriend was just murdered? Am I right? So can you tell me the truth? What were you doing during that night's stream? You have no idea how old they are, but this looks weird. Prudence is, I believe, her given age was 22. The LILIEN Entertainment staff are, I think she or Amanda Childs are the youngest. They're both about 22. And then she looks like a child. My brother in Christ, this is anime. I don't know how else to describe that. No, everyone at LILIEN is like in the age range of 22 to 30. Mr. C seems to be somewhere in the region of 25, 26 maybe. I'm guessing that Sophie is maybe a bit older than him. Faye could be a bit older as well. Honor's about the same age. And then Misty went to school with him. But yeah, I mean, they're not that old, but they're also not young. They're all over 18, easily. They're all in the 20s at least. It was just general chat and marshmallows that night. I took one bathroom break. During that break, I checked my phone to see if I left anything important out. That's when I saw... You're talking about the night of the murder, right? Yeah. Why was that day general chat specifically? Every once in a while I'll schedule a chat night without a game or specified topic just to catch up with fans. It just happened to be that night, no special reason. Alright. And then when did you take the bathroom break? You took your bathroom break between 9:20 and 9:30, right? Yeah. Alright, thank you. When did you shit? Yes. I mean, to be fair, as a red-blooded British male, shitting in 10 minutes is unthinkable to me. I like to make an event of it. I like to sit there and, you know, consider life, the universe, and everything. Time spent on the toilet is not wasted. The body empties and the mind clears. You know, it's like you zen out. And then sometimes you're playing Uma Musume whilst you zen out and poo. And then sometimes vodka helps you to shit because she's like, oh my goodness, you know, vodka, you've got 100 on your speed stat if we succeed this training, but you've got a 29% failure rate. And then she fucking nails it. Get it in, get it in. Oh, hi, Feely, how you doing? Welcome in. You came at a good time. You don't check your phone during the stream? It's important that my phone will vibrate and I'll get a notification. Otherwise, I'm paying attention to the stream and not my phone. If I take a bathroom break, though, I'll check it to see if I missed anything. Alright. What did you see? What did you see? I saw a text from a number I'd never seen before. It said, respect the real face, be the real face. And then a photo. It was Mr. C's. Mr. C's. Did they send her a fucking picture of the body? Holy shit. Oh, what the hell? You gotta go, Feely? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Thank you for swinging by. So you were threatened? I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't let anyone know who I was, and I couldn't fall in love, and... So you would disrupt your boyfriend's murder case just to keep that secret? I spent some time to calm myself down, then I went back to finish the stream. Why would you finish the stream in a situation like that? Because I thought, I'm Curry's real face, so that's what I had to do. I couldn't tell that at all from the stream. She must have felt awful in that last half hour. After the stream, I wanted to check the office because that photo. When I was leaving, I saw Misty. She said if I went now, I'd be a suspect. She was adamant I let her handle it, and then she drugged me with sleeping pills. You fell asleep? Yeah. When I woke up, it was the morning. Misty left a note saying she left the paring knife on my desk. When questioned about it, I just had to deny everything. She said that if anyone asked why I was crying, I should say because Molly went missing. I thought Misty was the one who did it, to be fair. Like, I'd always been suspicious of her. That's why she left the cat in the park. I didn't think she'd really abandoned Molly like that. What happened next? Sophie confirmed I was Curry's real face, then said she'd help. She didn't know before. Never officially, but she's my manager, so she had an idea. When Amanda and Honor jumped up and said they were Curry, Sophie thought it was weird, so she just joined in too. Originally, they all just wanted to help me. But then during the first trial, everyone learned I wanted to graduate. No one knew that before? I wasn't even sure I wanted to. I was only thinking about it. I only ever asked Amanda that one time about drawing a new skin. But they were really mad about it. Misty even said I lied to her. I never wanted to lie to anyone. Oh my god. Can I quickly ask why you wanted to graduate? I couldn't be both an employee and a girlfriend. I didn't want to give off either one, so I figured I could still be courier if I just changed agencies. It was nobody's fault. But I was only thinking about it. I didn't want anyone to know. Misty and Sophie didn't know you were dating Mr. C? No. Why didn't you tell them? I just didn't think anyone needed to know. Also, Sophie is Mr. C's ex, so... We got into a big argument and then they all left me all alone. So I didn't know what to do anymore. The prosecutor always stands with the truth. Listen, from now on, I'm on your side. So you're not alone anymore, you got it? Okay. Thank you. Oh man, this is horrible. This is 2 nights on the bounce I've had my heart rent in 2. Fucking hell. Yesterday after dialogue, I actually had to have a stiff drink and calm myself down because the whole thing with Michelle fucked me up immensely. Like, my wife would attest to that. Like, I was shaking when I came downstairs. Do you feel better? Yeah. I'm sorry for crying so much. It's alright, we're much closer to the truth now. Right now I have to update all our current information, though. First, can you show me the message you got during your stream? Here. Oh my fucking god, they did! They actually sent the... They sent her a picture of her dead boyfriend. What the f... Huh? Oh my... Jesus. This means Mr. C was killed before 8:50. The text is short and to the point, not much information in it. But you can see a phone in that photo. Okay. Why did Misty go to the office in the middle of the night? To see if the killer left anything behind. She tried to check the security cameras, but it was all gone. So she fabricated some evidence to try and influence the investigation. What did she do? She covered the knife in blood, put it on my desk, and put Amanda's nameplate in his hand, hoping to make Amanda and Sophie more of a suspect. Sophie hadn't asked me about being Curry's real face yet. Okay. Why does the body look like that? Why am I blushing? Oh, yeah, it's E2 to do the eyes, not Shift 2. The body looks like that because I think putting an actual, like, murdered corpse into the game would be a bit much. So because he's Mr. Chicken, which is obviously... It's an analogy for Sakana, who is the CEO of FaZe Connect, who is a fish. They've just drawn him as a chicken instead. I don't know why. I mean, he was killed whilst wearing a chicken suit, ostensibly. I mean, I personally think... You know, he's wearing a chicken suit, but obviously he's the same size as the chair, so it's like a... I think it's just to make the scene a bit less harrowing, to be honest. Wouldn't putting the knife on your desk look worse for you? She said it was the opposite. It would look like someone else was trying to frame me. The next thing is very important. When she went to the office, was the door locked? Yes. That's why she figured the killer's one of us since they locked the door behind them. Alright. Now I'd like to ask about what happened after the first hearing. Were the conversations Operator A leaked real? I did argue with Mr. C that was real, but I didn't ask him to stay late at the office. Someone else hacked into my account. I was streaming that night, so I couldn't have seen him at the office. Who is Operator A? I don't know, but I don't think it's Misty or Sophie. FaZe in Chicago. It can't be her. So if it's not Misty or Sophie... Oh, she doesn't think it's Misty or Sophie. That leaves Honor and Amanda. Because it can't be Faye because she's in Chicago. We got into a big fight because of the graduation thing. They still haven't forgiven me. Can you confirm with me again the reason you thought about graduating? I couldn't be Mr. C's employee and girlfriend at the same time, but I didn't want to stop being a VTuber. That's why I wanted to change agencies. But they were all just thoughts. I hadn't made my mind up yet. Who in the office knew about that? One time when I was really mad after an argument, I asked Amanda about making a new skin. Other than that, I never said anything to anyone. I don't think anyone knew about my relationship with Mr. C. What about the rumours online that you dated fans or shared company secrets? All fake. I've never dated a fan. I've never done anything against LILIEN. Could Misty, Ryu, or Sophie Allure be the killer? I don't think so. They were really trying to help me at first. I think the killer knew they were helping me, so they leaked that graduation stuff on purpose to break us up. Great. What you're telling me is that the killer is very careful, calculated, knowledgeable about the inner workings of your company. That makes things very difficult for us. Can we find them through process of elimination? Sure, but we can't convict them just through process of elimination. It doesn't hold up in court. We'll need to set a trap. How? Let me think. And that's where we are now. Right, okay. Up until now, Curry's been keeping Mr. C's second identity a secret. Right, guys, give me a second. I'm desperate for a wee. I'm going to be right back, alright? I will be right back with you, okay? Wee. Okay, we are back. I took a bathroom break. I'm the murderer. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I ate the corpse as well. I put it into batter and dipped it in ketchup. It's delicious. Actually, Mr. C is Curry's dad. Huh? Thanks to everyone's support, Curry finally has the strength to say it out loud. He's your biological father. No, he's my foster father. Okay. Why'd you keep it a secret this long? Because Curry was threatened. You were? Please tell me all about it. On the night of April 20th, Curry was sat at home streaming like usual. Curry took a quick bathroom break, checked her phone and saw a text from a mysterious number. It said, respect the real face, be the real face, and showed a photo of Curry's father. Dead. You're the father. Damn! We need Jerry Springer. Wait, didn't he die? Ah, shit, we're never going to get to the bottom of this. Did Jerry Springer die? Am I misremembering this? Oh, man. Okay. Yikes. What did they mean by respect the real face? I'm not sure, but Curry thinks it means she needs to keep her identity a secret. So Curry kept it a secret all this time. What did you do after reading the text? Curry asked 2 LILIEN employees for help. They formed a team and said they'd help Curry whilst also keeping her identity a secret. Please show me the conversation. Okay. So we need these 2, don't we? So, who was part of this team? Employees number 2, 4, and 5. Those 3. Okay. Why these 3? They were closest with Curry. Can't ask her since she can't give me a straight answer. Okay. How could you be sure no one in your team was the killer? Curry couldn't be totally sure, of course, but Curry would like to play an audio clip that proves someone's trying to break up our team. Please listen to this. Of course it's about graduation. I never thought I'd hear about that for the first time in court. It was just, so much was happening at once. I was just thinking maybe changing my environment would be better. There's something else I want to know. Are you the one who asked Mr. C to come to the office that night? No, it wasn't me. Didn't write that. I had a stream that night. Why would I even ask him to come? So, if what you just said is true, I'll be very disappointed in you. You have to be really selfish to say the kind of crap you're saying right now. I regret inviting you to become a VTuber at LILIEN. Oh, man. See, I think it's Misty. Because Misty is the only person who knows she was the only employee who knew the identity of the real face. So I don't think she's been doing all this stuff out of altruism. I think it's her. This happened after the first hearing. When the graduation news leaked, the team will start arguing with Curry. To protect everyone, we disguise the voice in this clip, but we can prove the voices belong to your 3 team members. What are you trying to show us with this clip? Curry only thinks Mr. C knew that Curry thought about graduating. Someone was peeping at company secrets, and that person wasn't part of our team. That's what Curry wanted to say. We got some new music. Interesting. From this witness testimony, we've learned some important new facts. 1. Kuripa is Mr. C's adopted daughter. 2. Kuripa's father was killed, and she received a threatening text about it. 3. For safety, Kuripa kept her identity a secret and formed a team of 2 other employees. Finally, someone outside of their team was spying on company secrets. It seems this team includes today's defendant. Can you explain that, Mr. Truth? Yeah, we'll explain that in a moment. But we'd like to allow the defense to cross-examine the witness first. Is this Sweet Home Alabama? No, so Kuripa is... I thought there was something weird about it, but then I remembered we're springing a trap. So we're purposefully laying out some incorrect information about Mr. C being her dad rather than being her boyfriend. Now, here's a reason why I think that it's Misty. Misty is Mr. C's childhood friend. She is also the only one out of her and Prudence and Sophie that we know has not dated him. Mr. C dated Sophie for a while, but she has a different boyfriend, right? Okay, very well. Would the defense like to skip a cross-examination? The defense would like to cross-examine. Okay, whenever you're ready. Here we go. Please tell me Kuripa's species, height, closing catchphrase, and the name she calls her fans. Kuri is a computer virus. Thanks for all my carriage for your company. See you next time. Catch me if you can. You just provided an audio clip of your team arguing. You gotta go. No worries, I'll probably be streaming this through to the very end, so if you can get back, by all means feel free to do so, but otherwise, I will catch you next time. And go check out this game on Steam, it's very neat. It's a very neat game. Yes. It'll scratch that Ace Attorney, it's just right for you. You're member B, right? Yes, B. Is member A Sophia Law? Objection! That question's against the rules. We just explained that the defendant was threatened. Kuripa revealing her true identity put her real face in danger. Alright, objection sustained. If we're certain that the defendant was threatened, I'll agree to let her true identity remain a secret. Did you receive a threatening text while streaming? Yes. When? It came at 8:50, but Curry didn't see it until 9:22. Then you went back to your stream at 9:30 and finished up at 10. Yes. Let me get this straight. You were just threatened and then your adopted father was killed. And then you just go back to work like it's no big deal? Does that make any sense? Objection! The defence's question has nothing to do with the case and may cause distress for the witness. This question can help us understand how close the witness and victim were, so it's actually very important to this case. Your objections are getting harder for me to judge. Can the witness just answer the question, please? Yeah. Please answer the defence's question. It wasn't no big deal. Can you even imagine? You're doing something you do all the time, like, for example, defending a suspect. And then you take a simple bathroom break, see a message, and learn the person you love most in the world was just murdered. Would that be no big deal to you? Curry cried so much until she couldn't take it. It took everything Curry had to control herself and get to a point she could talk and go back to work. Curry doesn't know what she did wrong, why she had to get that text, and why someone would kill Mr. C. But Curry does know one thing. A bad person ruined Curry's mood during her stream, and they're not going to get away with it. Motion capture and mute are 2 very useful tools. So Curry was crying and her face was full of tears, but the sound was muted so no one could tell. Does that answer your question? Interesting. No further questions, Your Honour. Okay, if the defence has no further questions, I'd like the prosecution to explain how these new facts may influence the trajectory of this case. Right. The biggest change has been to Mr. C's time of death. Since the victim was already dead when Kuripa received that text at 8:50, we know the time of death was before that. This overturns what we previously thought the time of death to be. We've also learned that someone has been looking into LILIEN Company's secrets. The person knew about Kuripa's plan to graduate as well as her real identity and has been using this secret information to manipulate the case and threaten her. We'd like to form a hypothesis. If the one who sent the threat is the killer and the 3 team members aren't a possibility, that only leaves one person. interesting. So it's arguing these can't be the case. Let me have a look at the alibi again. Okay. Okay. Now this is interesting. She hasn't left the house. I think saving here is a very smart move. So, can't be Faye. We're not allowed to accuse these three. So it's one of these two we got to go for. I mean, of them, she seems to have the stronger alibi, so I'm going to go with Honor. There's been only one incredibly brazen suspect with multiple holes in her alibi who actually already admitted to being the killer once before. However, due to a lack of definitive evidence, we haven't pinned on her a guilty verdict. One thing that makes her so brazen is this. She seems to know exactly how the murder was committed. And that person is Honor Chen. Or am I mistaken? I'm pretty sure I came here to testify against Sophia Law. Why am I suddenly the killer now? The victim was killed before 8:50, but Sophia Law didn't learn about her supposed motive until she met with her boyfriend after 9. Sophia Law was also part of Karipa's team, meaning she wouldn't have been prying into company secrets and trying to harm her. If we're only looking to people outside of Karipa's team, it takes Amanda Charles 2 hours to get home from the office, but she was seen by her family at 8:40, meaning it would have been impossible for her to commit the murder. Does it take her that long? 60 minutes, yeah, it does. Faye Ward was in Chicago, so that's even more impossible. You're the only possibility. And so on, Chen, I'm officially accusing you of the murder of Mr. C. Well, the prosecution is changing the defendant? That goes against protocol. I'm very sorry, we didn't learn of Karipa's being threatened until recently. We only set up this policy to protect the witness. This is a major murder case. Every new defendant has the right to a defense who has done their due preparation to defend the client. The prosecution's actions wouldn't be fair to the new defendant. Hold on a second. I don't mind if I'm the defendant. What do you mean? I was a witness and now I've suddenly been accused of murder. But in the court, evidence is everything, right? Well then, put me up as a witness and let me prove the prosecution's accusations are ridiculous. I can defend myself just fine, thank you very much. Defending oneself is also against protocol? Then that public attorney can do it. What do you think, Miss Dunn? It's fine, you can just stand there and let me handle everything. I agree to serve as Miss Chen's defense attorney and ensure her rights in this trial. Alright. Well then, if the witness and attorney both agree, I'll also agree to the prosecution's request to change defendant. Please provide a statement then. Prosecution's witness is ready to take the stand. Bring him up. It's Karipa! Yippee! I'm the Karipa, a VTuber. Yep, the Karipa. Okay. Where were you on May 25th? I was here attending the first hearing. Okay. Did the defendant do or say anything particularly notable in the last hearing? The last hearing, Wild Goose asked Honor if she knew about the April Fool's incident. Honor said the client gave Curry the wrong file, which is correct. Uh-oh. Speculation. Ah? The fact the witness noticed this is related to the case. I'll explain it all in due time. Alright, I agree with the prosecution. Please continue. She knows the rules more than I thought she would. I'll have to deal with this quickly. Okay. How does she know about that? Uh-oh. Personal conjecture. Sustained. Ouch. Okay. Why did her answer seem strange to you? Only Curry and Wild Goose should know that. So Honor knew something she shouldn't have known. Curry noticed that during the last hearing. Oh, okay. Thank you. From the witness's testimony we've learned, the witness seems to have company knowledge that is outside the scope of her job. This is consistent with our hypothesis the killer is someone familiar with certain company secrets. That's all, Your Honor. Okay. Does the defense want to cross-examine? Yes, we would. Are you familiar with the procedure? Of course. Alright, please begin. Name and occupation. Curry. I'm the Creeper. Curry's a VTuber. Nice to meet everyone. Yes, adorable as usual. I wouldn't expect any less from my cute, loving daughter. But I don't think you understood my question. So let me ask again. Who are you? Oh boy! Huh? I'm Karipa, the VTuber. Who is Karipa? She's looking very decidedly... In jurisprudence, there are two identities, a natural person and a legal person. Which is Karipa? If Karipa doesn't exist in the legal sense of the term, then what right do you have to be here now giving a testimony? Karipa has been allowed to testify here in a virtual capacity, something we clarified earlier. Now, I tell you something, chat. This is actually a point I've been very interested to learn, like, how it would work in a legal sense, because, like, some VTubers are set up as limited companies, but a limited company legally in the UK is its own person. Like, legally it is a person distinct from the managing director of that company. So how would this all work? You mean when you accuse Sophie? Well, right now I'm the defense, and I'm not okay with it. The witness is here in virtual form because her true identity is under threat, so it would be unsafe for her to be here in that capacity. Since it's our duty to protect the witness, she's been allowed to testify here virtually. What the fuck is up with her eyes? Witness safety and valid evidence are two different things. If I don't know who she is, how can I trust what she says? Or am I totally off base? If the killer is the same person who sent Karipa that threat, your request would be putting her in danger. Karipa is only here in a virtual capacity to protect her. What the hell? I'll remind you that I'm innocent until proven guilty, so please don't throw terms like killer and threat at me, okay? Also, this fact is from Karipa's own testimony, which is barely believable. She distorts the truth and flip-flops cause and effect. The defence's position is without a proper legal identity, Karipa's statement is not legally binding, and all testimonies should be rescinded. Unless you have a way to make a real face identity public. So, do you? You don't, huh? What do you think, my lovely daughter? Why don't you just listen to your father and be a good girl? Don't be stupid now. Do you understand me? I wasn't expecting this. The court recognises that if the witness is under duress, it's understandable to keep their identity a secret and have them testify in a virtual form. However, the defence's argument is also reasonable. If we don't know the identity of the witness, that being Karipa's real face, the believability of their testimony does come into question. According to both the principle of witness protection and the admissibility of evidence, the court will agree to allow the witness to testify in a virtual form, but the prosecution will have to prove the natural identity of Karipa's real face. Can you prove this, prosecutor? The prosecution cannot prove it. Well, then unfortunately, this court will have to rescind the witness's testimony until their natural identity can be confirmed. Does the prosecution have any objections? No. Even without the witness's testimony in effect, does the prosecution still stand by their accusation of the defendant? Yes, we maintain the accusation. We have evidence to support it as well. Oh, you have evidence? You have evidence? Do I have evidence? Yes, or even if I don't, I still have to produce something. Apart from the obvious victim of Mr. C, this case has one more possible victim. The prosecution will provide more evidence and request that Karipa stay on the stand. The prosecution will ask for her opinion if needed. Mr. Prosecutor, fine, let us stay up there. Let us see what happens when you go against your father. If it's only to spectate, I don't see why not. Well then, defense may give their statement. I have no statement to give. The prosecution has no evidence against me. Let them take the stand if they must. Are you sure? Actually, I'm curious to see what he even thinks he has against me. If those are the defense's wishes, then the prosecution may continue. No problem, bring it on. Okay, very well. Make your statement, Prosecutor Truth. Misty, hi. My whole plan's getting messed up. Even Misty doesn't know. Even Misty looks like she doesn't know what to do. Just calm down. Pick your questions carefully and get useful information. Please tell us your name and occupation. Misty, I do administration and accounting for LILIEN. Okay. Calm down and rethink the question. Did you enter the office on April the 7th? April the 7th? What day of the week was that? Friday. Oh, well, I usually go in on Fridays. Okay. Do you have do you have plants in the office? Irrelevant. Sustained. Ouch. Did anything special happen that day? Hey there, Richard. How you doing? I'm not too bad. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Anything special? I don't think so. I don't remember anything. Should have talked with her about this earlier. No, she didn't remember anything. Dead end. That's a different question. How often does LILIEN make security backups? We don't really make backups. We only check it when something happens. And have you checked it lately? Yeah, on April 7th. Ona-chen broke my potted plant the day before and I wanted to know why, so I checked the footage. I saved a picture of it if you want to see. Is something wrong? I had it saved on the company drive. Doesn't have it on her. Can the witness prove at all her claim? Oh no, sorry. You actually checked the security cameras. Could have just asked me. I would have told you I broke it on purpose. What? I admit I was incredibly mad. That doesn't mean I killed someone. You wasted your time with this. You little... Oh, she cross. Please calm down. This is a dead end. I should change the topic. Okay. Are you more familiar with internal company affairs than other employees? What's this game? This is the real face of a VTuber. It's kind of like Ace Attorney, but it's a VTuber agency. Sakana at Phase Connect has been donked. We have to catch his killer. Leading question. Sustained. Ouch. Oh my fucking god, she's got, like, Latin chanting as well. Okay, what's your position? I do admin. I'm in charge of company finances, books, staff, it's all me. I'm going to present this evidence. Which evidence are we going to present? 417 conversation? One of Kurumi and Bossman's conversations? I've never seen this before. I didn't know any of this. Okay. Please take a look at this. Budget disagreement? Please tell us what this is a recording of. Sophia and Bossman arguing. Why does this exist? Ona-chen submits it to the court. But this isn't right. Lilien's security system was all white, but it recorded sound, so whoever wiped the company's security cameras might have... Uh-oh. Personal conjecture. Oof. Please stick to the content of the recording and refrain from providing your own opinion. Ouch. I know Sophie and Bossman had disagreements over the budget, but this is the first time I've heard the recording. Damn, dead end. Second quarter budget plans, have you seen this before? Yeah, Sophie told me she wrote the first draft. I was going to hammer out some of the details, whether we already scheduled it. Oh, it said nothing to do with the case. Yeah, so this is a dead end. We got to go down the real face route. Damn, why'd it have to be the hot one? Who in the company knows who Karipa's real face is? Only me and Mr. C. Okay. During this whole investigation, you still haven't revealed the identity. Why not? One reason is because it's a company secret. The other reason is I know Karipa's real face was threatened. We have a very good relationship and she asked me to protect her. If I revealed her identity, I'd be putting her in danger, so I haven't done so. Please describe how she was threatened. She said that when she was streaming, she got a... Hearsay? Oof. Why do you think she's in danger? Someone died and Karipa's real face got a threatening text. Is that not enough danger for you? Conjecture again. Ouch! And why do you trust them? I have a screenshot of the threat. You do? Yeah, she told me about it and I thought it might be useful, so I asked her to send it to me. Look. How can you be sure this came from the real face? Everyone in the company is aware that I know the identity of Karipa's real face. Well, she sent me the screenshot while we were face to face. I swear it came directly from her. Oh boy. Oh boy. Misty Ryu's job includes sending each employee their salary, which of course means she needs to know the identity of Karipa's real face. Thanks to her, we're able to confirm that the real face was indeed threatened. Okay, I understand. Defense may now prepared to cross-examine. I never thought I'd be facing off against you here. If you're the one who killed Mr. C, I won't let you get away with it. Oh, so scary. How about you actually try and prove I did it first? I got it all wrong. Tell us about when Kurita's royal face reached out and asked you for help. It was 10:35 night of the murder. Just finished a dinner date with my boyfriend and bumped into the real face outside my apartment. She was crying and said Mr. C was killed and she wanted to go to the office to see. She showed me the threatening text she got, so I asked her to send me a copy. Then I spent some time trying to calm her down, told her to go back home and rest. So there was a murder and you didn't call the police? Objection! That question's against the rules. I don't think so. Oof. Like I said, she was threatened. Calling the police would have revealed the real face's identity. We weren't sure what would happen if we did that, so we just didn't. What happened after my daughter's real face rested at home? After trying to calm her down for so long, I was exhausted, so I passed out. Then the next day, when it was almost time for work, I went to the office and confirmed Mr. C had been killed. Then I called the police. Hold on a moment. Here, look at this. Here's a post about a missing cat. It says a cat went missing at 11:30 that night. The next morning at 4:27 to be exact, the original poster responded to comments for the first time. Do you know about this post? Yeah, I posted it. It seems to fly in the face of what you just described. Why? My cat went missing. I took a minute to post that online. I just didn't mention it because it had nothing to do with the case. I see. Must have been hard for you to be looking for your missing cat during a murder. How can you be sure the text wasn't fabricated? Huh? The threatening text I saw was just a screenshot. How do I know it isn't a fake or that Courage Real Face didn't send it to herself from another phone? Do you have the phone with you to receive the text in the first place? No. Oh, okay. The witness's description of the night conflicts with her posting about the missing cat. Also, since the witness is the only one who knows who Curry's real face is, there's no way to tell she really received that text and it wasn't fabricated. Oh no, Ara's been spoiled. Damn it. Came up on their Twitch homepage. Oh, I'm so sorry. No further questions. Okay. Regarding the believability of this threatening text, I'd like to know the prosecution's opinions. I have evidence, Your Honour. Oh, you do? Yeah, I can prove the text is real. Then please present that evidence to the court. Let me think. Even without help from the real face, what do I have that will prove the threatening text is real? What do we have? Something that proves the threatening text is real. The number. Presenting evidence 021. What is this? Amanda Charles and Honor Chen also received anonymous text telling them to protect their daughter. This prompted the two of them to pose as Karipa's real face, making this case much more difficult for me. Looking at all these texts, we can see the text Miss Charles and Miss Chen received and the threatening text Karipa's real face received came from the same number. From this we can see there is someone out there who's been secretly manipulating multiple LILIEN employees. And yet one of those employees is the current defendant. Why would that be? That's a conundrum to be sure. Seems the killer anonymously sent to protect your daughter to herself after the murder. After that, she concealed herself among the other suspects, doing her best to protect the victim. Prosecutes the truth, this statement. Is that right, Mr. Truth? I think twice before digging yourself into a hole. No, actually Prosecutes the Truth's hypothesis works perfectly for me, so please let him continue. That is a scary face. I just wanted to know how dangerous that hypothesis really is. So is it my turn to testify yet? If the defense doesn't object, well then, the defense may give their statement. Prosecutor Truth has put forth a very interesting claim. The murderer sent an anonymous text to herself, then pretended to help everyone else to stay free from suspicion. I actually know all about that. You're right, that's exactly the strategy the killer used. Oh. The strategy? What are you talking about? To be completely honest, I'm furious. I went along with this whole investigation. I came and testified in court. I freaking confessed just to protect my own daughter. But I can't accept some inexplicable foster father suddenly appearing. Especially not from some two-faced, silver-tongued prosecutor who made a cute, innocent little girl doubt her own father. So I think my daughter deserves a little punishment. I do. I needed to see what happens when you don't listen to your parents. I'm scared. Please refrain from being overly emotional in my courtroom. Can the defense please explain what they mean by knowing all about the strategy the killer used? Apologies, I got too serious there. Let me explain. Just now, the prosecution accused the killer of sending themselves to certain texts and playing the victim. But do those people involved not include my daughter's real face? As we all know, my daughter was streaming on the night of the murder from 7 through 10. From her constant live interaction with fans, we know it wasn't pre-recorded, and from the time needed to commute, we know she couldn't have gone to the office, committed the murder, and then gone back home. But is this alibi real? I'll tell you right now, we've all been carrying a false assumption from the very beginning. That assumption? Streaming must be done from home. Is it possible my daughter wasn't streaming from home? So now let me reframe the night with this new context. From 5 through 7 on the night of murder, the killer snuck his way into the LILIEN office avoiding CCTV. The victim, asked to stay late in the office, had no idea of the tragedy coming his way. The victim ate dinner around 6:30 and returned to the office at 7:04. While he was gone, the killer drugged his drinking glass with sleeping pills. Then after setting up the meeting room, Kurumi began her stream at 7 PM sharp. As long as she stuck a streaming do not disturb sign on the door, the victim would never have been interrupted. Then the killer took a bathroom break and left the meeting room. Waiting for her outside was a drugged, fast asleep Mr. C. She first used her phone to connect with Mr. C's computer, and then used the murder weapon to slash his jugular. Then she went back to her stream like nothing happened, happily chatting with her fans. No one could see the blood strewn across her face or the phone in her hand, commenting as Mr. C to throw off the time of death. And that's how it happened. Everything the witness just said is just a guess. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. I won't accept such conjecture. But you don't know, Mr. Prosecutor. I do have evidence. No. This is an image from the office CCTV, one I deleted on April the 20th. Don't you get it now? All this time I was just trying to protect my very own daughter, but in return I've only been met with doubt and betrayal. Oh, my sweet little daughter. I'll show you how it feels to go against your own father. The heck's going on here? Is she for real? Yes. You're lying to me? I'm sorry. Get it now? See just who you've been trying to protect all this time? Liar. She's nothing but a liar. Miss Chen? I think there's been a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? She killed him. What's not to understand? Kurumi, can you explain? I'd like to explain how the motion capture mask works. What? Oh, got her. What? How? Thank God. I've made it through. We've planted a trap for the real killer. Oh, right. I have a friend who wanted me to contact her right about now. Hey, it's me. I did what you asked. Let them speak. Can you say something? It's okay. Archie's on our side, and I think they know your true identity. Say the line. Thank you for helping me when I needed it most. Not bad, prosecutor. I sent you the video. This should be the killer's trump card, so use it against him. How you'll do that is up to you. Good luck, just in truth. Oh man, okay. We should probably save here because I smell a potential time of doom for me. The killer's trump card. This is fake. Do you have proof? Evidence. My pet cam. My pet cam will prove I was in my room that night. Please believe me. Please calm down, Prudence. If I didn't believe you, I wouldn't have brought you here. Our mysterious benefactor also said this would be on his trump card and that she must have faked it in some way. Thank you. How can we prove it's fake, though? If she gets to use this in court, it would be very bad for us. We can't use my pet cam. Maybe we can. It's just that when there are contradictions between the defence and prosecution's evidence, it turns into a tug of war, both parties trying to prove they're right. We need a way to make this evidence airtight so it decimates any chance the opposition has to... Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you something. That first surprise stream after the murder, the important announcement one, was that you? No, it was Sophie. After she knew I was threatened, she offered to help try and get the heat off me. And then what? She forgot your closing catchphrase. Yeah, she forgot to say it. So only Misty, Ryu, and Sophia Law should know you're Kurita, right? Right. Then we'll use the fact the killer knows who you are against them. We need Sophia Law to play along and make the killer think you were the one streaming. Then we'll wait until she plays her trump card and bam, got her. I think this might work. What do you think? I'm sorry. What is it? Well, we had a fight and I said some mean things. And I don't think Sophie's the killer. She even tried to have the suspicion put on herself just to help me. I don't know. If I even deserve to ask her for help anymore. I'm sorry. Oh, man. How about we let her make that decision? Yeah. I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly swear and affirm that the evidence that I shall give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Give her... No, don't punch her. Why'd you do that? No! Honor-Chen, you have some nerve to treat an artist of your own company the way you have. You'll pay the price for what you did. But how? Why was our original defendant the one streaming? Can you please explain that? I was caught off guard by that too, Your Honor. Our original defendant, Sophie Laura, told me that she was Kuripa's real face. She said she was threatened, so asked to testify virtually as Kuripa. But it seems she wasn't entirely truthful to me. I'm sorry. From now on, everything will be the truth. Is the evidence Miss Chen presented true? It's true. As a manager, I can confirm that Kuripa's real face is indeed Prudence Weeks. Do you know presenting false evidence in court is a crime? It's only because Prudence was threatened. I thought revealing her identity would be dangerous, so I posed as Kuripa to try and help. So you're protecting her? Yeah, you could say that. If that's true, then that begs a very important question. Honor Chen, why do you know who Kuripa's real face is? Miss Ryu, should Honor Chen know the identity of Kuripa's real face? Only Mr. C and myself knew. Sophie only figured it out and confirmed it with me after the case started. I'm so sorry I doubted you, Misty. I was so sure I'd sussed her out. But she's been innocent this whole time. Honor shouldn't know who it is. We recently discovered that someone's been sticking their nose in company secrets. Let me ask you, Miss Chen, how did you get the security image? We now know that Mr. C was killed sometime between 7 and 8:50. From then until the next morning, we don't think anyone except the killer was in the office. So, when did you obtain and then delete the security footage? You're not going to tell me you have a habit of checking Lilien's cameras because you love your doors so much, are you? Yeah, it seems we've lost the topic. Would the prosecution please explain how these new facts pertain to the case? From the defendant's testimony, we can form a new hypothesis. I need a swig of my water. Give me a second, guys. The defendant used the information from Kuripa's public account to pose as her, telling Mr. C to stay late at the office. Then she entered the office, avoiding the cameras before 7. She drugged Mr. C's water, perhaps when he was out getting dinner. After Mr. C fell asleep, Miss Chen used her phone to connect to Mr. C's computer, then killed him and sent that threatening text to Miss Weeks. She then deleted the security footage and left the office. Remotely, she commented on Kuripa's stream posing with Mr. C to confuse the time of death. She then got herself purposely caught on CCTV near her home at 10:05. But doesn't the security image provided by the defendant just now fly in the face of your new hypothesis? Actually, it explains something else. The defendant was once a cosplayer. When I was young, I was into cosplay. Surprising. Back then, I was known as a god-level cosser. I was a little famous, I guess. The defendant used to be very into the cosplay scene, even being called a god-level cosser in the past. For her, dressing up for Prudence Weeks would be a piece of cake. I'm sure if you saw her in person, you could tell the difference, but the only person that did is already dead. Now we can only judge from this blurry picture. The defendant used this to fabricate her own alibi and make it look like someone else killed Mr. C. All meticulously planned. Alright. From the defendant's behaviour, we can see that she holds an abnormal amount of love for her daughter, the Vtuber Kuripa. She read company secret information to find out the identity of her real face, also learning that the victim was her adoptive father. Unable to accept her daughter having a new father, she planned to kill him. This twisted possessiveness towards her own daughter was the killer's motive. Okay, I understand. Who's objecting? Oh, it's Zoe. She's actually getting off her ass and doing some work. Sorry, but I need to interrupt for a second. I'm technically still Miss Chen's defense attorney. Let me remind you that without substantive evidence, my client is still innocent until proven guilty. Unless you think this hunch of yours is substantive evidence. Because it's not. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Unless the prosecution can prove that the security image my client provided was fabricated, don't even think about using circumstantial evidence to get around it. I agree with the defense. Oh, this feels dangerous. This feels dangerous. Prosecutor, truth. If you cannot provide hard evidence that proves Miss Chen was the killer beyond reasonable doubt, I will not allow you to accuse Miss Chen of this crime. So do you have the evidence? A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how hard it gets. Oh, yes! The Ace Attorney line. Fucking right, boy. I can prove it. Oh? Well then, please present your evidence. What proves that Prudence Weeks wasn't the one in that image? Think about this. What proves that she's not the one in the image? I mean, the chest is right. The hair's right, I think. The bangs are going to the left. One to the right. The evidence proving the CCTV image wrong is... Is it the dagger? This is where it gets dangerous for me. Is it the stand? Present evidence. No, the potted plant isn't there. I think it's the dagger. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Interestingly, though, seeing the grainy security footage... So, oh, I've got that filter on my eyes all the time. Yippee! Which one is it? Is it the dying message? No. Animal hair? The remote access records? What's the point in presenting this evidence? Not right. You don't seem to understand the importance of presenting the correct evidence. I'm sure you will soon enough. Ow, that was wrong. What proves that that isn't Prudence? So, holding the knife in the left hand, right? The evidence proving that the CCTV image is wrong is... Trying to work it out. Oh, man. See... No, the hair's right. Is it the tantrum? No, it's not the tantrum. I don't know. I can't work this one out. What proves the image is wrong? Is it the way the body's facing? I think it's the way the body's facing, you know. No, the body's facing the right way. Oh, there's no... The dying message? Nope, it's not the dying message. God fucking damn it, I'm bad at this. The dying message is irrelevant. There's no blood across the coffee cup. I think it's the first alibi. Because like, the photos... There's a lot more blood in that one. Fuck! God damn it! It's not that. I'm bad at this. The dagger? Why am I so stupid? Oh! It's going to seem so obvious when I get this right. Oh, actually, it's eliminating possibilities for me when he thinks about it. Karipa's weekly schedule. No, it's not that. Karipa's basic info. It seems to have narrowed it down for me because I'm an idiot. During our investigation, I discovered something incredibly important. Karipa's adorable. What? As a computer virus, apart from cloning herself, her only real function is to display her own name. She goads people into catching, but there's no real danger. A very cute virus. Uh-oh, I think this case finally broke him. Her birthday is July the 1st, her weight 0.004 kilograms, and her height is a vital 150 centimeters. If you remember, there's a cardboard cutout of Karipa right next to Mr. C's desk. Oh, is it the height of the cutout we're looking at? Yeah, because she's a lot taller. The defendant can use Karipa's account, dress up like Prudence Weeks, and even commit murder on camera. She can't change her own height. I completely missed that. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. It was so obvious as well. Oh, hey there, Freed. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. That cutout's life size, the same exact height as the real Karipa. Prudence is the only one in the company shorter than it. I see. It's clear in this image that this Prudence Weeks is quite a bit taller than the Karipa cutout. I can't tell exactly what height the killer here may be, but I'd wager a guess. 165 centimeters. Is that right, Honor-chan? Well, well, well. Please don't intimidate the defendant with your guesses, Prosecutor Truth. Sorry, that wasn't my intention. The court understands it's impossible to prove the person in this image is in fact Prudence Weeks. Even so, the court doesn't think Prosecutor Truth has provided enough substantial evidence to prove it was anybody else. What do you think about this, Prosecutor Truth? About that. The prosecution likes to bring up its final witness who will provide more information about the murder weapon. Can we bring our witness up first? Regarding the murder weapon? Alright, please bring him to the stand. Please state your name and occupation. Prudence Weeks, I'm in charge of merchandising at LILIEN Entertainment, and I'm Karipa's real face. Damn! First, I'd like to confirm one thing. At the preliminary hearing, you kept your identity a secret. Why is that? Like I said before, I was threatened on the night of the murder. I didn't know what happened if I revealed my identity, so I asked Sophie to pose as Curry's real face instead. So, what made you change your mind? 2 reasons. 1, I don't think I'm in any danger anymore. And 2, I don't think any VTuber should be bullied just because they can't reveal their identity. Yeah! Seems this is personal for you now. Let's talk a bit about the murder weapon. Presenting evidence is 31. We've already tested and confirmed the blood on the hilt and blade of this tactical knife belongs to the victim. The blade shape also matches the victim's wound. This knife was found in the dumpster of your apartment complex. Are you aware of this? Yeah, I am. On June the 3rd in the afternoon, I saw a bunch of police near the dumpsters. While passing by, I heard things like Mr. C and murder weapon. So I realised the murder weapon must have been found in our apartment. How'd this make you feel? Scared. At that point, everyone was suspecting Karipa was the killer, meaning me. I was scared people thought I did it and afraid of how crafty the real killer was being. So I started looking into myself. What'd you look into? There's a camera around the dumpsters. I asked our security guard to let me see the footage. I had to go back a few days, but I finally found it. Oh, I see. So she was cosplaying as, I see. Someone that looked like Sophie threw the knife away in our dumpster. Why would you say it was someone who looked like Sophie? When I first saw it, I thought it really was Sophie. But after thinking about it for a while, I changed my mind and decided to try and find out who they really were. Coincidentally, there's a big giraffe ruler on the wall by the dumpsters used to measure height. When they passed by it in the footage, it looked they're 165 centimetres, but Sophie's only 157. So I figured that proves it wasn't Sophie. Okay, do you have an idea of who it might be then? No, but I kept looking into it. I found a piece of pink hair by the dumpster and sent it off to a lab for testing. High temperature filament is a synthetic fibre commonly used to make fake hair. That's what the hair was made of. So as you can guess, it wasn't real hair. It was fake hair, and supports the previous cosplay hypothesis. After that, I asked Detective Hoss to go over and investigate the office for the same thing. She's on the line right now. Okay, put it on speaker. Alright. Detective Hoss, could you tell everyone what you found? Sure. After receiving Miss Weeks' request in search of the office, we found a piece of orange hair. Actually, two types of orange hair. One belongs to a human, Prudence Weeks to be exact. The other hair was fake, made of the same material as that pink dumpster hair Miss Weeks found. This confirms that recently someone wearing fake orange hair was in the office. Okay, you accepted a request from a civilian. She said she'd go on a date with me if I did. I'm really looking forward to it. For fuck's sake, Hoss. She's so easy. A detective dating a murder suspect might incite public outrage. That's fine. I'm a black belt in karate. What's the public going to do to me? Please submit the fake hair test results as evidence. You got it. Submit as we speak. We found the real murder weapon. This evidence submitted by the witness tells us a few things. Fake hair made from the same material was found at both the scene of the crime and where the murder weapon was dumped. The colour of that hair matched Prudence Weeks and Sophia Law's own hair. We also have a suspect in this case skilled in cosplaying using fake hair, someone who also happens to be 165 centimetres tall. That'll be all, Your Honour. It seems we're one step closer to the truth. The defence can now cross-examine the witness. This is the final bout. Prudence has to lock Honor down. I just hope she can do it. I'm ready. Hold it! I think it's like time I take the defence back into my own hands. I'll handle the cross-examination. You just rest. Don't worry, I take this responsibility very seriously. Yes! Seems the recent changes in our case have called Zoe Dunn back into action. Uh-oh. Oh, this is dramatic. One after another. Everyone seems to think they can do whatever they want in my courtroom today. Huh? If it's beneficial for them, it's but my rights this and rights that, but if it's not, crickets. Where is everyone's respect for order and due process? This is a courtroom. You don't get to accuse whomever you want willy-nilly. Has the prosecution and defence figured out who's who yet? Judge? That's what I've been wanting to say. However, I've noticed that someone in the room doesn't seem to agree with the decision that's just been made. Isn't that right, Prudence Weeks? Huh? What? What's going on? I'd like Honor Chen to cross-examine me. Do you know what this means? I'm a weak person. I'm only standing here thanks to a lot of other people. Misty, Sophie, Faye, Prosecutor Truth, Secretary Close and Detective Hoss, and everyone else who's been on my side until now. People I know and people I don't. Everyone who's helped me in their own way at different steps in this crazy process. It's only because of all of them that I'm standing here right now. But now it's my turn to stand up for myself and face off against Mr. C's killer. Prudence Weeks, I have the decision up to you. Please say aloud once more who'd like to cross-examine you. Honor Chen, whenever you're ready. Oh man, she's sweating. Isn't my daughter quite the courageous one? But you know what happens when you stand up to your father. I think you should understand where you are and what your role is here. This should be interesting. You're using height to judge that this person isn't Sophia Law? Objection! How am I supposed to know the rule is correct and there's not submission with the angle or blurriness of the image? Objection! I'm not only using height. That image was taken on May 21st in 7:17. We just need to leave her to do it. At that time, at my request, Sophie was streaming as Kurumi. So it's absolutely impossible that the person in the image is Sophie. You act like it would be impossible to disguise oneself as another person without the aid of fake hair. Is this just your guess, or do you have some way to prove this? I can't prove that. I can't prove the killer wore fake hair, or that the fake hair I found belonged to the killer. I can prove the fake hair made from the same materials found at both the scene of the crime and the place where the murder weapon was thrown out, and the colours match those caught on camera. Next question, please. How do I know you didn't plant that hair? I was afraid someone would ask that, so I asked a police officer to film me entering the dumpster area for the first time. The video has me finding the hair, setting it up and setting it off to be tested. CCTV around the dumpsters can also prove I didn't enter the area before that. As for the orange hair found in the office, I can only say I never went back to the office since the first time we were questioned by Prosecutor Truth. The entire investigation, including finding the hair, was done by the police. I was never there. How can you prove you were really home streaming on the night of the murder? There's a pet camera in my room that records voice. On the night of the murder, it recorded me there streaming. Everything. My voice, my interaction with the fans, me leaving for the bathroom, crying and returning, calming myself down before starting the stream back up. It was all recorded. Is that enough proof to prove I was streaming that night? You said you received a threatening text. How come you didn't send that text to yourself? I don't know, man, saw your number. Now I can say it. I don't like giving out my number, so it isn't listed on a company contact sheet. Apart from Misty and Mr. C, you're the only other person who knew my number. I used to believe you weren't the killer. I always wished I was as strong and smart as you and secretly felt proud of being your daughter. You always there to assist me at work when I was streaming, a father I could always rely on. Back when Misty told me I shouldn't trust anyone, you were the only one I really didn't want to lose faith in. That's why I never told anyone that you were the only one who knew my phone number. But I can say it now. Apart from Misty and Mr. C, you're the only one who had it. Oh, she is defeated! You. Can you forgive me? No. Send her to Birmingham. I'll hate you for the rest of my life. Oh, destroyed. Wow. I admit it. I killed him. Damn. We got her, guys. The hearing's finally over. It's all done. Unfortunately, there'll be one more hearing. The killer's already confessed, though, so the next one will be easy. And it's all thanks to you, Prudence. Please don't make fun of me. I'm not, I'm serious. Everyone can tell you're the main character up there. I've been through a lot of trials. It's rare to see someone who can go toe-to-toe with a killer like that. You'll be meeting up with Sophie a lot later. You haven't seen her since this all started, right? Yeah. I'm pretty nervous. Nervous? Why? Prudence. Oh, that's nice. So you were dating that moron? You should have told me. This must be so hard for you. Can't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said those things last time. It's okay. It's really okay. Everyone's stupid when they're in love. I don't take it personally. I'm just really sorry about all of this. Oh, man. Sophie. Oh, that's wholesome. Right in the feels. Right in my feely feels. Oh, that's the full-on ending. Oh, what a way to end it as well. Damn. We let the credits roll. That was a very fun game. I really enjoyed that. And I've got to thank LILIEN again for giving me a copy of this to stream. Like, we'll ignore last week because I crashed out because I'm stupid. And it was never anything to do with the game at all. It was me being an idiot, forgetting how to play visual novels, right? But like genuinely, I got the mystery completely wrong, which well done to them. Ace Attorney, normally I can work it out very quickly and easily. The localization was really good as well. Like genuinely, the localization was really good. There were no issues with that at all. I thought the character design was really good. I liked the story. The humor was very good. The humor was very good. The fact they have an actual live 2D for Kurumi as well was really a nice touch. Oh, man. So many people involved with this as well. This is neat to see. You know, this is neat. Special thanks, eh? Wow, that's quite a lot of people. I'll be honest, I can't read like 90% of this. Wow, that is a lot of special thanks, huh? Ah! I recognise that name! I recognise that name! Who's that? Who's that? Oh, thank you, LILIEN. You flatter me. You flatter me. No, I am very glad to have had the opportunity to play your game. I am very happy that I got to play this. I mean, I will be honest. Like, when I played the demo of this back last year, it was on my wish list basically immediately. Like, as soon as I saw this has got a release date, I was like, oh, I'm fucking getting that straight away. No questions asked. Not a single question asked. Thank you for playing this. Hey, thank you for making this neat game. Hey there, Mookmin. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We've actually just finished the game that I was streaming. We've literally finished at the end now. I'm sorry that you've come in at this particular moment where everything is wrapped up, but that was fun. I enjoyed that a great deal. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Sophie and Prudence. Hi, we're here to hang out. Perfect time, I've been looking for you. Next time, could you not say my name out loud during a concert? Do you know how much hate mail I've been getting? Sorry, I was just excited. I didn't mean it. I thought you guys were all about anonymity. Jeesh. Don't be mad. Any fan kills have their name dropped during a concert. But I'm not a fan. Oh yeah, I guess I can throw out your merch. No way, that's sentimental value. The look on her face. What are you looking at? You brought me a gift, right? Yeah. I asked around and ta-da! You like pudding, right? Oh, nice haul. Sit. What are you standing for? Nice. So you're in charge of the company now, huh? Yep, a lot's happened, but for what it's worth, I had a good time through it all, and there's a lot of new things I want to try, so I figured, oh, why not? I thought Misty Ryu would be in charge, to be honest. Yeah, we talked about that a lot, but she was really upset about not believing Prudence when she needed it the most. I told her it was just a misunderstanding, but she's still torn up about it. Oh, kids. Kids? What are you then, an old soul? Yeah, my body's nice and young. Want to see? Yes, please. No one wants to see that. Rude. So, has the lawsuit affected you guys? You weren't able to stream for a while. It's been good and bad. It's attracted a lot of weirdos, but traffic's gone up and the old fans are even more loyal than before. I'd say the good outweighs the bad. And it seems Faye pulled some strings so Kuripa's identity wasn't exposed after all. Pulled some strings? You know what? I probably shouldn't ask. Ha! Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Thanks to fan support, I was able to stick it out until the lawsuit ended. Now I really want to pay him back. You VTubers really have a special bond with your fans. Of course, I'm there for them and they're there for me. I love my fans. Thankfully, neither Kuri nor the agency were really to blame for any of this, otherwise it would have been worse. Didn't expect to hear you say that. Hanging around this industry for long enough, you know lots of things you don't expect. Human nature's a fickle thing. Who knows what will happen going forwards? Maybe Prudence will suddenly want to quit or start hating my guts. No way, you're the best, Sophie. Ha, sometimes you really embarrass me. I just say whatever I think. That was kind of nice. Anyway, we just want to thank you again, Just in Truth. Thank you for all the support. You're such a stand-up guy. Yeah, thanks. No problem, I was just doing my job. That better be all you were doing. Secretary Close, would you mind if I taught you a thing or two? Huh? Whoa, I don't think I want you teaching Emily anything. This is my card, my contact info. Seriously, don't say I didn't warn you. I hope we don't meet again. Huh? As a prosecutor, that's one of the best things I could say. Sure, maybe a non-prosecutor would say that. I'll send you a ticket for my next event, so you better come. Until next time. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Whew, what have I got myself into? The main story has come to an end. There are still 2 side stories, however. We were originally going to release those stories as paid DLC, and considering the content, we decided we wanted streamers and fans alike to experience them as part of the base game. I'm about to send you through time now to just after the first hearing. You get insight into things Prosecutor Truth could never have been privy to. Until we meet again. Is this the start of the side story? Oh, it is. Oh, this is when they find the murder scene. Okay. Have we got time? I don't know if we do. Let me save here. What I might do is the first of these can be streamed or recorded and published. The second can't. So what I might do is I might do a separate Let's Play video of the first side story, if you don't mind. Because, like, I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking of doing it that way anyway, just to kind of break it up a little bit. So let me pull over to here. There we go. In fact, let me see if I can... Oh, you can actually access a full gallery as well. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's also there's an OST in the background as well. So there's a CG gallery as well. So CG gallery. There's one image I've not opened, which I guess is going to be from the side stories. But yeah, I've had a fucking blast playing this game. I've had an absolute blast playing this. I tell you what, I'm actually a bit sad it's going to get rotated out now. I've got to work out something to replace it with. So that's, well, that's a thing. I'm just going to send someone something. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're back on Stardew Valley tomorrow, although I'll be honest, I mean, Stardew performs well, but then I'm just like, do I maybe want to mix it up a little bit? Like, I'll be honest, I kind of don't know if I fancy Prime 4 this weekend. I might move it around a bit. So what we might do is we might put Stardew Valley on Saturday and then slide in Resi 2 again tomorrow. Maybe, if that sounds okay. Maybe. I mean, I'll see. I'll see. I'm not decided on that point just yet, but yeah, this game has been absolutely stellar. It's only about a tenner as well, so you get way more than you pay for it. You get way more value than a £10. You know, I would quite happily pay 20 for that. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, Erixia, how's the game going? We finished it. I'm sorry. We finished it. We caught the killer. We did it. Yeah. We did it. Who done it? We can say because we've just streamed it. It was on a Chen. It was the father. You know the black-haired one, with the big booba and the tum-tum. Yeah, it was her. So yeah, that was I didn't expect it. I'll be honest, it blindsided me, but I did not expect that. So I'm looking forward to whatever LILIEN put together next. I thought that was a really fun game. For now, though, I'm boiling bloody hot, so I'm going to go turn the heat off. I'm actually sweating. I think it's because I've got so many lights on in here. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to wrap things up there. Tomorrow is, like I said, up in the air. It might be Stardew, it might be Resi 2. I'm going to make some choices on that. In the meantime, though, cheers. You would have thought Shondo did it. That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. That would not surprise me. I think they were actually at Vexpo in person, but I couldn't tell you who the real face of them was because, well, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting when you've got stuff like Vexpo because you've got a lot of VTubers there who are hiding their real faces. But then at the same time, what if you had someone there who had two different faces? And I'm going to leave you guys there with that little notion. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Until then, have a good one.